The mother and daughter have been trapped in the safe room for 3 hours. If they can't find a way out soon, they'll eventually starve to death. Just then, the daughter notices that the air vent lines up perfectly with a bedroom in another house. Thinking quickly, she grabs a flashlight and starts signaling for help. If someone on the other side sees it, they might be saved. And for a moment, it actually works. The heavy-set man in the opposite room wakes up and walks to the window, looking toward the source of the light. Just when the two think rescue is within reach, he casually pulls the curtain shut. Clearly, he has no idea it's an international distress signal. He assumes it's some kind of prank and goes back to bed. Watching this, the mother and daughter are crushed. Staying means certain death. Going out to fight at least offers a slim chance. Then the woman spots an opportunity on the security monitor. The intruders are all downstairs, arguing over how to split the money. She decides to sneak out, find a phone, and call the police. She tells her daughter to guard the door while she quietly opens the gate and races to a bedroom, frantically searching for a phone. After a tense search, she finally spots it under the bed. But just as she reaches for it, she accidentally knocks over a lamp. The noise instantly alerts the intruders, who rush upstairs. At the critical moment, she grabs the phone and sprints back, barely making it into the safe room before they arrive. The two intruders panic. Worried the police have already been called, and consider abandoning the $20 million in the safe room. But the black man stays calm. He used to work for the company that built this room, and he knows there's no signal inside. He's right. No matter where she tries, even by the vent, the phone gets no reception. Just as despair sets in, she notices a landline and remembers there's a cable leading outside. If she can reconnect it, she might still make a call. Following the wiring, she opens a metal box in the corner and finds the line. It's just out of reach, and as she struggles, the noise catches the black man's attention outside. He glances at the packaging of the landline and realizes what's happening. He quickly opens a nearby outlet and, seeing the line is still intact, breathes a sigh of relief, unaware she's already trying to pull it loose. Sensing trouble, he bolts downstairs. Inside, the woman works fast. She has her daughter bite through the insulation, twists the wires together, and plugs them in. She lifts the receiver. There's a dial tone. She immediately calls the police, but something goes wrong.
Yes, this is 38 West 94th Street. No, I can't.
With no time to waste, she calls her reliable ex-husband instead, only to have his girlfriend answer. By the time he gets on the line, they barely exchange a few words before the intruders smash the phone box to pieces, cutting the call. All she can do now is hope he'll come out of whatever feelings remain. Meanwhile, the intruders turn on each other. The man with braids, fearing the police have been alerted, decides to bail. No matter how his partner tries to stop him, he's determined to leave. Striking a dramatic pose on his way out, he barely makes it to the door before the masked man pulls a gun and shoots him dead. Watching the brutal scene on the monitor, the daughter is terrified. But what she sees next is even worse. Her father has arrived and runs straight into the intruders. It's beyond absurd. Instead of calling the police, he's walked right into danger. After checking his ID, they realize he's the woman's ex-husband. Perfect leverage. They drag him in front of the cameras and beat him savagely to force the mother and daughter out.
Take it easy. Open the door! Open the door!
Watching him on the brink of death, the woman is torn apart. But she refuses to open the door. Her daughter's safety comes first. She can only sit there, screaming in helpless rage. Then things get even worse. The daughter, overwhelmed with fear, suffers a hypoglycemic episode and collapses, convulsing. Without immediate medication, she could die. The mother panics. Does she go out and fight, or stay and watch her daughter die? Then, a stroke of luck. On the monitor, she sees the intruders struggling with each other and heading downstairs. She doesn't know what's happening, but it's a window. She steps out of the safe room. Her ex lies motionless, but she has no time to check. She rushes to a third-floor bedroom and grabs her daughter's medication. Unaware she's walking into a trap. The man being dragged earlier wasn't the intruder, it was her ex. The one on the floor had been the accomplice all along. Now the intruders have taken control of the safe room. When she returns to the second floor, she sees the masked man wearing her ex's clothes and realizes she's been tricked. But with her daughter's life on the line, she charges anyway, catching him off guard. Just as she reaches the safe room, the black man blocks her path. In the next second, the masked man attacks from behind, knocking the medication from her hands. Driven by sheer survival instinct, she throws herself aside. The black man instantly understands and hits the switch. As the steel door slams shut, she hurls the medication inside just in time. The masked man's fingers get caught in the door, and he screams in agony. The black man doesn't dare reopen it because the woman has already picked up the dropped gun and is aiming at the door. If they come out, they're dead. But her daughter doesn't have much time. She begs them to inject the medication. The black man tells her to put the gun down and go to the first floor. He'll handle it. She complies. He opens the door, freeing the masked man's crushed hand, though it's clearly ruined. The masked man threatens to kill the girl if she calls the police, but the black man only wants the money. He injects the medication, saving the child. The mother finally breathes again. Just then, police alerted earlier by the ex arrive at the door. The intruders see it on the monitor. To protect her daughter, the woman throws on a robe, pretends she's just woken up, and tells the officers she's in the middle of a divorce and made a drunken call. After some explanation, she convinces them to leave. With her daughter safe for now, she hides a gun in her ex's hand, tapes it in place, props a lamp against his leg, and hides behind a door. Meanwhile, the black man cracks open a massive safe left by the previous owner empty at first, until he finds a stack of bearer bonds hidden in a compartment, worth $20 million. They grab the money and prepare to leave, only to find the lights have all been sabotaged. Moving carefully down the stairs, they're met by the ex, waiting with the gun. He demands they let his daughter go. The masked man insists he drop the weapon first. Neither side backs down. Then, from behind, the woman sneaks up with a hammer, signals her daughter to duck, and swings, sending the masked man crashing down, fate unknown. In the chaos, the black man smashes a back window and escapes with the money. Just when it seems over, the masked man gets back up. The ex fires several shots, but his injured arm makes his aim useless. The masked man knocks the gun away and overpowers the woman with ease. The daughter tries to help but is sent flying with a single punch. The masked man raises the hammer to finish it until, at the last second, the black man returns, conscience kicking in, and shoots him dead. Moments later, police flood the scene. In the backyard, they catch the black man trying to climb the wall. Under the pouring rain, he raises his hands and, in frustration, tosses the millions in bonds into the air.